Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here I break down key concepts and lessons into bite-sized presentations. Today we'll be looking at the chapter Hanging by a Thread from Same as Ever by Morgan Housel, the author of the best-selling book The Psychology of Money. For a bit of context, Same as Ever distills timeless lessons from history and shows how they apply today. While the psychology of money is more widely known, I find Same as Ever to be even more thought-provoking. Its lessons stretch beyond money into human psychology, history, and society, helping us develop a deeper understanding of how the world really works. Before we dive into the content, I want to dedicate a short tribute to Charlie Kirk, who was recently the victim of a political assassination. Charlie Kirk was a passionate advocate for faith, freedom, and civic engagement. As the founder of Turning Point USA, he energized young people across the country to speak up and take part in shaping the future. Known for his conviction and unapologetic voice, he inspired both admiration and debate, but he always left an impact. Beyond politics, Charlie was a dedicated husband and father, deeply guided by his Christian faith. His sudden passing is a profound loss to his family, his community, and the national conversation that he helped ignite. May his legacy of courage, conviction, and principle continue to inspire those who follow. Charlie Kirk's death has been everywhere in the news recently, and it felt eerily similar to the assassination attempt on Donald Trump last July. The difference, of course, was that Trump survived by mere inches. A photo taken moments after the attempt even won the Pulitzer Prize, capturing Trump standing, bloody but defiant, with his fists raised. Both events remind us how fragile life is, how the world can literally hang by a thread. A couple of inches can separate life from death, or change the entire course of history. The Trump assassination attempt also triggered what we call butterfly effects in politics. The image of Trump wounded yet standing strong became an iconic moment, reshaping public perception. It energized Republicans, especially MAGA supporters. It built a sense of unity and protection among his base. It shifted the narrative from Trump being only polarizing to also being a victim of political violence, creating sympathy and possibly winning over undecided voters. Interestingly, surveys show that support for political violence actually declined among Republicans afterwards, yet partisanship as a whole intensified. The event got massive media coverage, became a rallying cry, and gave Trump new optics for his campaign. Themes of resilience, strength, and fighting on. In battleground states, moments like these can have real effects on turnout and margins. Since returning to office, Trump's policies have created sweeping changes that affect millions of Americans. Immigration. About 14 million unauthorized immigrants were in the US in 2023. Policy changes, including rescinding parole and protections, put hundreds of thousands at risk. The CBO projects about 320,000 fewer immigrants admitted over the next decade due to removals and deportations. Healthcare. Under proposed changes, 11.8 million people could lose Medicaid coverage by 2034. Combined with other rollbacks, around 17 million Americans may lose health insurance in total. AI and wealth concentration. Trump has supported massive AI infrastructure projects like the $500 billion Stargate project. Meanwhile, billionaire wealth globally surged by $2 trillion in 2024, with US billionaires gaining $1.4 trillion. Since 2020, the fortunes of the 5 richest men have more than doubled. These shifts highlight the tension between technological progress, inequality, and political decisions that shape our everyday lives. This brings us back to Morgan Housel's Hanging by a Thread. The chapter has 3 key lessons. First, the unpredictability of events. Small unforeseen actions can set off massive ripple effects. A few inches or seconds can change the course of history. 2. Human behavior stays the same. While technology and society evolve, our core emotions such as fear, greed, hope, ambition don't. Understanding these constants help us navigate uncertainty. Lastly, preparedness beats prediction. Predicting the future is nearly impossible, but being prepared for a range of scenarios financially, emotionally, and socially can help us endure shocks and adapt to whatever comes next. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this discussion both educational and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Same as Ever, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.